Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. The role of a citizen in a democracy does not end with your vote. Money is not the only answer, but it makes a difference. Focusing your life solely on making a buck shows a certain poverty of ambition. It asks too little of yourself, because it's only when you hitch your wagon to something larger than yourself that you realize your true potential. The future rewards those who press on. I don't have time to feel sorry for myself. I don't have time to complain. I'm going to press on. If you're walking down the right path and you're willing to keep on walking, eventually you'll make progress. Understand, our police officers put their lives on the line for us every single day. They've got a tough job to do to maintain public safety and hold accountable those who break the law. The thing about hip-hop today is it's smart, it's insightful. The way they can communicate a complex message in a very short space is remarkable. Fixing a broken immigration system, protecting our kids from gun violence, equal pay for equal work, paid leave, raising minimum wage. All these things will matter to hard-working families. They are still the right thing to do, and I will not let up until they get done. We cannot continue to rely on our military to achieve the national security objectives that we've set. We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, and just as well funded. In the end, this is what this election's about. Do we participate in a politics of cynicism or a politics of hope? A change is brought about because ordinary people do extraordinary things. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get where we are today, but we have just begun. Today we begin in earnest the work of making sure that the world we leave our children is just a little bit better than the one we inhabit today. Lincoln. They used to talk about him almost as bad as they talk about me, so democracy has never been for the faint of heart. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. I do that every day. Asking for help isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It shows you have the courage to admit when you don't know something and to learn something new. I think when you spread the wealth around, it's good for everybody. If we think we can just use the same partisan playbook where we just challenge our opponent's patriotism to win an election, then the American people will lose. The times are too serious for this kind of politics. Americans still believe in an America where anything is possible. They just don't think their leaders do. I believe marriage is between a man and a woman. I am not in favor of gay marriage. But when you start playing around with constitutions, just to prohibit somebody who cares about another person, it just seems to me that's not what America is about. Usually our constitutions expand liberties, they don't contract them. What we need in Washington is not more political tactics, we need more good ideas. There is no Black America and White America and Latino America and Asian America. There is the United States of America. It's important to realize I was Black before the election. Michelle was trying to figure out, okay, if the kids get sick, why is it that she's the one who has to take time off her job to go pick them up from school? As opposed to me, what I tried to do was to learn to be thoughtful enough and introspective enough that I wasn't always having to be told that things were unfair. Hope is the bedrock of this nation, the belief that our destiny will not be written for us, but by us. You can't let your failures define you. You have to let them teach you. You have to let them show you what to do differently next time. The future belongs to young people with an education and the imagination to create. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from or what you look like or who you love. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white or Hispanic or Asian or Native American or young or old or rich or poor, able, disabled, gay or straight. You can make it here in America if you're willing to try. Women are not a special interest group. They are half of this country and they are perfectly capable of making their own choices about their health. Although the principle of equality has always been self-evident, it has never been self-executing. I don't oppose all wars. What am I opposed to is a dumb war. What I am opposed to is a rash war. If they bring a knife to the fight, we bring a gun. Progress will come in fits and starts. It's not always a straight line. It's not always a smooth path. We want everybody to act like adults, quit playing games, and realize that it's not just my way or the highway. We need to internalize this idea of excellence. Not many folks spend a lot of time trying to be excellent. The strongest speech against hateful speech is not repression, it is more speech. Love and hope can conquer hate. The shift to a cleaner energy economy won't happen overnight, and it will require tough choices along the way. But the debate is settled. Climate change is a fact. We need to steer clear of this poverty of ambition, where people want to drive fancy cars and wear nice clothes and live in nice apartments, but don't want to work hard to accomplish these things. Everyone should try to realize their full potential. Nothing in life that's worth anything is easy. Just because we have the best hammer does not mean that every problem is a nail. We know that we can't stop every act of violence, every act of evil in the world. Maybe we could try to stop one act of evil, one act of violence. If you run, you stand a chance of losing, but if you don't run, you've already lost. If the people cannot trust their government to do the job for which it exists, to protect them and to promote their common welfare, all else is lost. We have an obligation and a responsibility to be investing in our students and our schools. We must make sure that people who have the grades, the desire and the will, but not the money, can still get the best education possible. Each of us deserves the freedom to pursue our own version of happiness. No one deserves to be bullied. If you're a strong man, you should not feel threatened by strong women. We don't turn back, we leave no one behind, we pull each other up.